Hi, it's Matt from Go Green Auto. So here we have a Nissan Leaf. This is a 30 kilowatt hour Leaf and it's a Tekna model, so it's top of the range and it's in this really nice bronze metallic. They call it forged bronze, and the shadows are quite strong today because it's such a sunny day, but if you can see that the paintwork's got a really nice metallic effect to it when the sun shines on it. It's a really classy looking colour. So these Tekna models, they have these larger 17-inch diamond cut alloy wheels. Normally you get a bit of curbing on these because they're lower profile tyres, particularly on the other side where this side would be near a curb when you're parking, and there isn't on these. These alloys are completely scratch free. They're in really good condition, as is the whole car, but we'll cover that in a minute. So these Tekna models are top of the range, as I said. What you get on the Teknas is you get leather seats, you get heated seats front and back, the heated seat switch is there on the seat. You also get a heated steering wheel, which is really nice in electric cars because it means in the winter you can use the heating system less, which extends your range. You've obviously got the sat nav and all the normal Nissan Leaf gear. But you also get the Bose stereo, so you get nicer sound system and you get the subwoofer in the boot. So the purpose of these videos primarily is to describe the condition, and I'm very honest about the condition of the vehicles. I point out every little stone chip, scratch or anything I can find, and then that gives people the confidence to buy the vehicle without coming to view it first, and most people do. 9 out of 10 vehicles go without a viewing first, and then I deliver the vehicle to you and it comes to you fully charged, most of the time on a flatbed. It depends on public transport whether I can get back. So let's walk around and describe the condition. So we'll start here at the front. The alloys are all scratch free. I don't need to show you anything on those. They are as good as they get. The tyres are all pretty good. I've got the tyre tread depths on the website. I should also say, go on the website and have a look at the photo gallery. Anything I'm going to point out I've taken pictures of, and you can zoom in and have a really good look at the detail if you want to see some more information. So going around the front, there's very little I need to show you on this car. It's in amazing condition and I'm going to have to be very picky, probably too picky to be honest, but I'm going to show you a couple of little stone chips here. There are 3 stone chips there in the plastic bumper, and there was one down here. I have put a bit of this bronze paint in there. Oh, and there's another little one there as well, but it's all low on the bumper. There's there was 2 very tiny ones there on the bonnet, but you know, they're millimetre each. That was it along here. That's about all I've really got to show you, to be honest, which is normal wear and tear. You know, you're not ever going to get a car without stone chips on the front. It has had a stone chip in the windscreen there, which has been repaired. That was done before I got it, but it is visible, but it's right on the, you know, it's only 20 centimetres from the edge on the passenger side and out of the sweep of the wipers as well, so that's all fine. Nothing to point out down here. There was some very minor chipping on the edge of the door there, really minor. Again, I don't need to really point that out to you, but I have dabbed a little bit of paint in there and a bit of lacquer, but it really was minor. Good tyres, good wheel, nothing to point out around here. The back bumper's all scratch free. Just show you inside the boot. There is the Bose subwoofer system, if that's what you call it, or the amplifier probably is a better description. And then here we've got the cable. So this comes with a granny cable. This is a portable charger, so you can charge the car on a normal 3-pin plug. That is brand new. It looks like it's never been used. And here is your AC charging cable, type 1 to type 2. This is a nice fat 32 amp cable. This is new as well because the car was missing it, so that's a new cable there. And then continuing round, the only other thing I need to show you, again, is very insignificant, but down here there's a couple of little scratches there. I could probably just about get a bit of paint in there actually, and there's some very fine scratches there in the lacquer. They will probably polish out. but you know, that's what, 2 centimeters and 1.5 centimeters, but again very low. I suspect I could very gently put a bit of bronze paint in that and they will disappear. I didn't notice those. And that's it. There's absolutely no dents in it, which is quite unusual. It is in really nice condition. I'm pointing out these things, but to be honest, no one else would. They are really insignificant. The car is just a cracker, really. So I'll just show you the charging. You've got your rapid charging port, so this is your DC power port, your 50 kilowatt CHAdeMO. Rapid chargers are at all the motorway services. They're often in town centres now and popping up all over the place. They're in IKEAs. They're also now coming to BP and Shell petrol stations and many others, of course. And this is your AC charging port. So this is a 3.3 kilowatt AC port. This is what you would use when you were charging at home or on public slower charging posts. And you've got 2 lights up here illuminating the sockets, so you can plug in at night. And also on the bottom of the badge here, while I'm here, I'll just mention this is your camera. So this has got a camera looking out the front when you're parking. It's got cameras on both sides underneath the mirrors, and then you've got another camera here at the back looking out the back. And then when you're in the car and you're reversing, you've got a 360-degree view of the car. You can see the front, sides and the back, and this is looking out the back. It's a nice little system, and you can switch it on at any point by pressing the camera button, so you can see what's out the front. Actually, this is looking out the front now, of course, and if I just put the car into reverse, that then toggles to the camera out the back. And then showing you the condition inside, everything is just faultless. The door cards are all scratch free. You've got leather interior. I've put new carpet mats in, and yeah, there's really nothing to show you. The seats all in really nice condition, and all of it is and everything works as it should do, obviously. And this car comes with 2 original remote keys. If I just start it up by putting my foot on the brake and touching the power button, it then all boots up. And the mileage of this car is 15,269 miles. So we've got heating and climate control. This has also got preconditioning, so you can set a time that you're going to leave in the morning to go to work, and the vehicle will switch on, heat the cabin up, melt all the ice off the windows in the winter. In the summer, it will put the air conditioning on and cool the car ready, and it will get the car conditioned for your drive, while retaining 100% of the battery and 100% of your range, because obviously it'll be plugged into your home charger. You've got CD, Bluetooth. The CD is behind here in a single slot up there. Yeah, very nice little system. You've got an awful lot of stuff on here, everything for your zero emission stuff, so you can see all the charging stations and that sort of thing. This one has also got the DAB radio as well, and as it's got the Bose system, it sounds really good. We've got cruise control, we've got voice control, automatic lights. The other thing should also note is the battery is at 100%. Down here we've got heated steering control, heated steering switch. That's a really nice function. We can turn off the audible system at the front so that it makes a tone while you're driving at low speed, so pedestrians and cyclists can hear you. Yeah, so, oh, and range, let's talk about range. It's showing 119 miles now. You can get more than that out of these. This actually went into, it's been in the Nissan garage for the last 2 days. It's had a major service. And they were obviously driving it because it's come back and it's showing much poorer range than it did when I went in. That's because the range is based on recent driving style and economy. Just like petrol and diesel cars, if you're heavy with your right foot, you're going to get worse range. When I took it in, it was showing about 138 miles on a full tank because I had been driving it, and of course it goes into the garage and they had been driving it for a bit, and the economy's now dropped down to 3.8 miles per kilowatt hour, and it was probably about 4.8. I can't remember what it was now. but I generally get in the late 4s with my driving, but of course it's predicting a lower range. But you got to remember, range meters are a prediction. It's not telling you actually what you're going to get, because the car can't predict how you're going to drive, so it's always based on recent driving style. But typically these, out of the 30 kilowatt hour batteries, it's very much depending on how you drive, but you can get up to well, if you're really gentle, you can get up to about 145 miles out of them. I've got 140 miles out of these when I've had them in before in the summer. But and obviously in the winter you're going to get less, because you're going to be using the heating system, and the batteries are cold and less efficient when they're cold in the winter. But yeah, what else do I need to show you? 2 keys, as I showed you. Oh, let's just show you. We've got all the books, great big fat wallet there full of books. We've got the locking wheel nut there as well, and logbook. It's had no previous keepers, so 1 keeper from new, and the registration date was 23rd of the 3rd 2017, so that means it's still got the remainder of the manufacturer's warranty. And I've just put this into the Nissan garage for a service. So it's just had a major service, so that's the service that includes the brake fluid change. And here's the receipts and checklist and battery report and everything like that. I didn't send over the service book, so that's going to have to go back to get stamped, but actually they include the page that gets stuck in the back of the service port, don't they? So here we go. So 21st of the 8th 2019, which was 2 days ago, and it was at 15,262 miles, and it's done no miles since, because I picked it up on my truck because I was on my own. So the next service is due in a year's time. So yeah, everything there as you would want to see. 2 keys, and yeah, everything works as it should do. So this car is all ready now, ready to go. So if you're interested, then give me an email or a call. Let me know your postcode and I'll work out delivery cost, and I can deliver this anywhere in the country. And as I said, it will probably come to you on a flatbed, and it will be fully charged, ready to use. And obviously in the boot there we've got that portable charger, so straight from the off you can charge it on a 3-pin plug. It does take longer charging on the portable charger because they can only draw 10 amp, but most of the time it will be charged overnight and ready for the morning. So ideally, if you've got an electric car, you want to get a proper wall charger installed. That allows the car to charge at a higher rate. Typically your wall chargers are now 32 amp, and they cost from £300 to get installed. The government pay, the OLEV grant pays 500 quid towards that. The installer claims that on your behalf, and I can arrange that for you as well. Typically they take 2 weeks to get installed, but obviously you've got the portable charger to use in the meantime. So if you're after a 30 kilowatt hour Leaf, then they really don't come better than this. This is a Tekna, so top of the range, in this really nice forged bronze metallic.